Hi, my name is Joshua, and it's a great privilege to share my life story with you. First of all, I give a very big thanks to God for how far He has brought me, His guidance and His protection. How far He has brought me is because of His will, His power that I'm still alive up to this time. Secondly, I thank all my supporters, Village of Hope, Heartbeat for Hope, Oklahoma Church of Christ, for their love, their care, their prayers that they have shown to me. I'm forever grateful. This is how my life was until I got to the Village of Hope. I lost my dad in the year 1998, and life was so unbearable for me and my entire family. My mom had to take care of 6 kids because I had 3 step brothers and 2 step brothers and 1 step sister, and my mom had to take care of all these kids, and life was so unbearable for them. My whole life I've lived with people because my mom life was so unbearable for my mom, and I had to spend all my life living with foster families so that the burden on my mom could be reduced. So the first time that I stayed with my own brother in Accra, after the burden was so tough for my mom decided I had to go live with my step brother. He was married then, but he was a driver, so he was moving up and down, and life over there staying with my brother was so unbearable because my brother wasn't living with us. I was living with the wife, and the wife was maltreating us. We had to go through a lot of challenges, struggles living over there in Accra. I remembered there's occasions she decided she's not going to give us food to eat because no money has been given to her for us, and we had to find ways and means to be able to take care of myself because I was living there with one of my step brothers, and we had to do a lot of works just to get food to eat. We had to do scrap dealing. We have to carry people's refuge. We had to carry mortar, carry bricks, carry a lot of water in construction sites just to get some little money to buy bread to eat. We had to do all sort of works, scrap dealing, roving on refugee dams, reading people's backyards just to get food to eat. That was one stage of my life that life was so difficult for me. Main challenge over there was getting food to eat. You had to find your own means just to get food to eat, and life was so unbearable. I remembered we couldn't carry the message across to tell my mom that this was the challenges we were passing through. Anytime my brother comes across and we want to tell him that this was what we were going through, the wife threatened us that if we don't know and we tell my elder brother that this is what we were going through, he was going to make our life more unbearable for us. And we just had to keep quiet and go through the pain, the agony. We were sleeping in a workshop full of a lot of dirty equipment and stuffs, and we just had to sleep there. We lie cloth on the floor and just sleep, and it was even a wooden structure, and life was so unbearable in Accra by then. But God being so good, we got a message across to my mom that this was the means, this was what we were going through, and my mom came for us. And the other stage of my life was we had to go and live with someone again. I had to go and live with someone, the second person, just to go to school. And I lived with 2 different people. And the first person I lived with, life there was so unbearable. I had to take care of animals, pigs, ducks, every single morning before I go to school. I had to do all the chores at home before I get to school. All these were affecting my academic performance, and I complained bitterly to my mom about the struggles and the challenges that I was going through. And my mom thought that he had to find another place for me to go and live. So he got another foster family. I went to live with that family. She got another foster family, and I had to go and live with that family. And life over there too was still the same. I had to do a lot of work, carry a lot of things every single morning before I go to school. After on break times, I had to go back and go and sell for her, and before I'll trek back to school again. And all was affecting my academic performance, and all that my mom wanted was for me to get a better education. But it seems all the means for me to get a better education were means that were rather reducing my academic performance because I had to live with family and I had to work. Sometimes I fall sick, and it was so bad for me. I complained bitterly, and my mom had no means than for her to find a means that we could all live together again as a family. So she decided to come and find a job in the town that I was attending school. So she got a job in the Church of Christ school, and that was how the Church of Christ got to know more about the struggles and the challenges we were going through Though my father was a Church of Christ minister before he passed on, he was a Church of Christ minister. So after they got to know about all the struggles and the challenges we were going through after my dad passed on, they contacted the Village of Hope, and the Village of Hope came to our aid. And in 2006, Village of Hope came to our aid, and we moved to the Village of Hope in the year 2006. And that was how our life changed, how we got a better place to sleep, we got better food to eat, how we got a better education, how we met a bigger family, and how things were so good for us. And that was how we got to school. We attended school, and we lived in the Village of Hope for about 5 years, and life there was okay for us. And when we got to high school, the Village of Hope decided that we had to go back and reunite with our families again, so that the bond with our family will not be broken. So we moved. They decided that we should move back to our family when we got to high school. But my family was so far away from me that if I decide that I'll go back there and be going to high school, it was about 6 hours to 7 hours drive, and it was going to be difficult. So I had to lodge or live with another foster home that I know. They were people I know from my hometown. So we lived with them, and after we finished high school, they decided that we have to go back, because the agreement was that we live with them till we finish high school. And we saw where we were coming from. The family then wasn't a good place for us. We know that if we should go back there, our life was not going to be better. So we decided to rent a place somewhere in Accra. So we rented a place, and I and my two brothers decided to live there so we could go to college. So that was how we rented a place. That was how we lived together. And then I decided that I wanted to do art because I love art so much. So I enrolled myself in an art school. I studied graphic designing, and that was how I studied, and I graduated from college. I worked for about a year, because the school that I went to, we were taught to become entrepreneurs. But for me to be able to enter into business, I wanted to know how people run their business, how business is. So I enrolled myself. I got a job in a company. I worked there for a while. I studied how business is being run, and after working, there were a lot of challenges in that company. I looked at the challenges we were facing, and then after some time I decided that I had to quit because the job wasn't helping me. So I stopped my job, and now I'm trying to be able to raise funds to start my own graphic design business. And that was how my life was after I finished college. And now I'm on my own. I'm trying to be able to start my business. My aim and my vision about my graphic design business is I want to be able to support people. I want to be able to touch lives, just as Heartbeat for Hope have sponsored me, taking care of me in my education. I see a lot of kids going through challenges, struggles. I see some of them seeking for support, and I want to be able to start this business so that I can be able to touch other lives in my community, be able to help anybody who wants to study graphics. I'll take that person in and teach that person. I have a greater vision about this business. I want to be able to touch a lot of lives in my community, to support people just as Heartbeat for Hope support me. That is why I'm raising funds to be able to start this business. That is what I'm doing now. And first of all, I want to thank the entire Heartbeat for Hope. I want to thank them for their supporters. I want to send a message across to the sponsors, the supporters who have helped us be able to reach this far. I want them to know that whatever support, whatever money that they send is touching lives, it is changing destinies, and it's really bringing a difference in a lot of people's life in Ghana here. And I want you to know that God is going to bless you, and whatever work that you are doing, we want you to keep doing it. We want you to know that through you, you are changing destiny. Through you, you are touching lives, and God is going to bless you. Keep the good work that you are doing, and know that the money that you send is not in vain. And we all are going to make you proud, and we all are going to extend our hand and touch other lives just as you have touched us. This is a brief story about my life, and I know that this story will know that whatever you are doing, it is not in vain. I want to thank all of you. Thank you all for your prayers, your love, your care, knowing that you all are praying for us. And I want to know that I'm also praying for all of you, that God will bless you in your finances, in your businesses, in your jobs, so that you get more, so that you could extend your hand to touch other lives, to touch other people's lives. Thank you all, and God richly bless you, and I love all of you. Bye bye.